Yeah, it's Pop and Peeps Television 77 here today for episode 10 of Spellbound Schoolgirls. And let's just jump right into it. I look at Mai, who, for some reason, remains calm. We're okay. We're still invisible. Right, that's a relief. The guards turn on the lights and start to search the area. Although, there it is. There's spells that can cancel invisibility. So if they cast that right now, it would be very, very bad for us. And the odds of them casting that spell? Very high. My mind races through our options. Sneak past the guards and try again later, or cause a distraction so Mike can keep searching. We should go. If we sneak past them, we can try again later. Mike shakes her head. The guards make strict regular reports to the teachers. If they hear that the door is unlocked, they'll bump up their security next time. So this is our only window, huh? Higher stakes than I'd planned, but we'll have to manage. I'll just hide for now. One guard reaches for his wand. Suddenly, we need to pick a spot immediately. The desk. Agreed. The two of us dive under a teacher's desk, and just as the spell is cast, it's a miracle we weren't heard. A second later, our bodies shimmer as the invisibility spell is broken. Thankfully, the desk keeps us perfectly hidden. My heart thumps in my chest as the guards move around the room. Maya whispers, "Made it with a second to spare. What an exciting way to live." Grinning in the dark, I turn to respond to her, but freeze. The area under these types of desks isn't a lot even for one person. With the two of us down here, we're too close. Any movement on my side makes me painfully aware of how tightly we're pressed together. If I concentrate, I can even feel our heartbeat. They've moved away. Do you think they're leaving? Probably. I hope they aren't checking under the desks. Uh-huh. Maya turns to face me, and I immediately look somewhere else. Austin, is something wrong? Nothing at all. Wow, I've never seen someone's eyes dart around that fast. This isn't working. I need to clear my head. If your eyes lead you astray, cut them out. I squeeze my eyes shut. What are you doing? If I can't see them, they can't see me. You're under a desk. Double the protection, then. How amazing. No good. The darkness just leaves too much to the imagination. I reluctantly open my eyes. Seriously, what's wrong? You're all fidgety and distracted all of that. Oh. A wicked grin forms on her face. I see. What? Nothing. I just realized how distracting the situation must be for you. Although, I have to wonder, did you plan this? Of course not. Really? You're at that age, so... Let's not go any further than that, okay? Please? Mai stifles a chuckle as best she can. So you're really not enjoying this at all? Not even a little bit? I'll lie with everything I have. Not even a little bit. Honest kids are cuter, you know. I have no earthly desires. A monk? Enlightenment is within my reach. Soon the lights go off and the door closes. We wait until the guards have walked far enough, then slip out from under the table. Well, that was an experience. So much fun. We approach the door to the headmaster's office, but as expected, it's locked. I don't suppose you have a key for this one too? There are limits to my charm. Like with the lock for the basement, my sense of flame spell into the keyhole. Unfortunately, it fails here too. Is this one immune to magic too? No, the magic isn't being absorbed. The store isn't immune, it's just sturdy. Then a spell big enough could destroy it. But that would make a noise and draw attention back here. Mai nods, finger tapping her chin in thought. If spells work... Austin, you brought your wand? Haven't let it out of my sight. There's a spell on it we can try. Is it a lockpicking spell? It's a bit more complicated than that. It's a spell that breaks up the main components of... Her explanation dies out when she realizes I don't know what she's saying. Fine, yes. It's a lockpicking spell. Why did you load a lockpicking spell onto my wand? because it's not actually a lockpicking spell. It just works like one. They teach it to all the students. Wait, then couldn't you cast it? It only works as a lockpicking spell if you cast it in a very specific way. Unless you're Kana, it's too complex to cast manually. So, rather use an enchanted one. I get it. How does it work? Mai explains the spell to me, and I point my wand at the keyhole. Just as the wand starts to gather magic for the spell, Mai suddenly gasps. Wait, the spell is cast. With a few clicking sounds, the lock is broken, and the door opens. What's the problem? A second later, a high-pitched siren rings out from my wand. As it echoes through the room, I panic. Mai takes the wand from me and desperately tries to turn it off. If I can just turn off the failsafe. I glance back at the door. There's no time for this. I snatch the wand from her and run. Austin? I'll draw them away. Find the key. I don't wait for a response. I dash out of the teacher's office. Sprinting down the hallways, I try to put as much space between us as possible. The sound of heavy boots coming behind me makes me stop. Okay, let's see how we're going to wiggle out of this one. The two guards from earlier catch up to me and I turn around to face them. Hey kid, what are you? Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what happened. I show them my wand as the alarm continues to go off. I was trying to give myself some light, and it just started going crazy. You can't shut it off? Trust me, I've tried. Wait, what are you even doing here? Here it is, the question I was hoping you'd only ask me later. What should I do? Let's play the student card. Sorry, I forgot my textbook, so I came back to get it. You snuck into school for that? I nod. It's I's class. If I don't do her assignment, well, you know what she's like. The one guard shudders. I understand. Let's give him a break. Huh? Why? I is scary when she's angry. And the guard gets a distant look in his eyes. What did you do to this man? I don't know what happened between you two, so I'll ignore that. We don't know if this kid is lying. We should check for his textbook. That's fair. Hey kid, where did you leave it? No, I'd rather you didn't ask me for factual evidence. Just when I'm backed into a corner, Mai arrives with hurried steps. Austin, there you are. Mai, you know him? Yes, I'm the one who gave him his wand. The siren goes off if he uses it outside of class. It's just to prevent any mischief. She takes the wand. After a few intricate bits of fiddling, the siren finally stops. I'm immediately glad I ran out with the wand. If we'd waited for her to pull that off back then, we'd be caught. Sorry, Mai. I just wanted some light. Honestly, Austin, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Mai addresses the guards. Sorry, he forgot his textbook. I told him to get it tomorrow, but he wouldn't listen. Great cover-up. I don't think he knew how serious sneaking into the school was. He still knew after all, and I don't think I explained it to him well. Okay, so he did read it the first time correctly. If Mai is vouching for him, nice, Mai. We can't just let him off, though. You can. Well, maybe only a light punishment? Some volunteer work with Chris? Who's Chris? The dorm manager. He keeps things clean. If Austin does some work with him, that should be fine, right? The guards think about it and then look at me. This won't happen again? Never again. The other one sighs. Fine. It's a hassle reporting these things anyway. We'll be checking with Chris, though, so make sure you do it. I'll make sure of it. Alright, let's get you two out of here. We follow behind the guards as they escort us to the ground floor. Looks like they won't check if this textbook actually exists since Mai vouched for me. A good reputation is a powerful thing. I want to confirm if she found the keys, but we can't talk like this. She catches my eye and does a small gesture with her hand. We'll talk tomorrow. Huh? I nod as we're guided all the way back to our room. Hopefully things went smoothly. The next morning, Mai isn't anywhere in the dorm. Huh? I rarely see her here, actually. Don't tell me she sleeps in that office. I push that worrying thought out of my mind. She can't be that much of a workaholic. Kana isn't anywhere to be seen either. Must have gone in early. I'm thinking about various things, and when I step out of the dorm, that's likely why it takes me a few moments to notice Haruna is waving at me. I quickly walk over to her, and we make our way to school. Sorry about that. You look like you barely got any sleep. What's wrong? After we got back last night, I couldn't fall asleep. Too much adrenaline, maybe. I don't know. Was it really that dangerous? There were a few close calls, but we came out mostly unharmed. Mostly? Haruna stops and examines my face closely. You didn't go and get yourself hurt again, did you? I can't help but smile at her concern. I give her a brief summary of the events of last night. When I'm done, Haruna lets out a sigh. I can see how that would get your adrenaline pumping, right? It's a miracle I slept at all. We continue walking. It's unfortunate that you were punished. Apparently, this punishment is light. Compared to the other options, definitely. A little bit of manual labor is nothing. Then I think things worked out. Haruna nods. It could have been much worse. You could have been caught by the headmaster. That guy, huh? Frankly, I know nothing about him. Should I ask about him, or should I just be happy I wasn't caught? It's good that we didn't get caught. No, it's enough to know that he's a scary guy. Glad we didn't get caught then. I suspect Aya would have gotten involved too. What? Why? She likes to oversee her students' punishments. So a stern lecture from the headmaster and a punishment managed by I. The image worms its way into my mind and stays there. I shudder. Why didn't no one tell me how dangerous this mission was? Haruna pats my shoulder. The important thing is that you returned safely. The moment we enter the school, I hear Mai's voice in my head. Good morning, team. Let's meet up after school. We've got something to discuss. Hope you enjoy your day. After one-sidedly saying what she wants, I feel a connection get cut. Magic sure is convenient, huh? I can't deny this makes me want to learn telepathy. We arrive in class and spot Kana. Austin, you're alive. He didn't go off to war, Kana. Of course he's alive. Hey, it felt like a war zone. Death was around every corner. Did anything happen? Well, the bell for class rings before I can fill Kana in. I'll tell you about my adventures later. Again, it wasn't nearly as dangerous as he says it was. Classes begin, and I spend the rest of the day anxious. Doubts about whether Mai got the keys rattling around my head. Even if we got them, what if there's just another door behind it? That would be the worst prank. Like this, the final class of the day arrives and ends. As if planned, Haruna and I leave class at the exact same time. Kana's already gone ahead since the teacher sent her to deliver something to Mai. Along the way, Haruna sharply pokes my side. What was that for? You've had a gloomy face all day. Stop worrying. Was it that obvious? I think Kana wanted to say something too, but you know how she is, right? Things will be fine. If they aren't fine, we'll make them fine. Are you trying to cheer me up? Not trying, I am. I can tell. You already look much happier. I just don't want to be poked again. Fear is a great motivator. We arrive in the committee room and find Kana already there. Mai looks grim, but I resolve myself to